Wait, am I audible? Okay, just to be sure. Please indulge me in my stupid, cringeworthy question and answer honestly. In your calculus, if 16 million rupiah for a plane ticket to Las Vegas, with the chance of you walking down the aisle with the person you thought was the one, is that calculus inherently wrong? We think that it's not. If you see a chance for you to do something, even if it is what they see as harmful, and you take it with the chance of happiness, is it so wrong? We think that their case cannot fly under several reasons. Firstly, because most of their arguments have prerequisites that are unexplained until the web speaker. Notice when the web said about your self-value, seeing yourself in a greater light, and etc., is the prerequisite of their argument about moving on and other things. We think that that means that analysis is unclear from the very beginning. Notice also that their case hinges heavily on the idea that you can find the one if you forget the one that got away, right? Because we think that that option is not inherently accessible for everyone from the very beginning. You can try to move on and not find anyone even under their case. We think that it's okay then if what remains of what your value as a human being, or like what you see as happiness, is the one that you've had in the past, and that can never be attained again. We think it's okay. We think that that is something that should be humanized from the very beginning, because that's the most likely scenario for you out there who have your own harsh circumstances. Because we're not talking about people with high privileges, because we're not talking about those who are good looking, who are super smart, that everyone idolizes. We are talking about people who most likely are rejected once, who are left out once, and can never find anyone else ever again. We think that in that scenario, we should humanize the feeling of you having some sort of value in what you have achieved in the past, in what you have achieved with this individual, which brings you happiness from the very beginning. Now, let's talk about a few things as well, right? In this debate, we need to concede that the X is most likely the person that you remember now, meaning that the most likely scenario that you remember the good memories, right? Because this is the one that got away. This is the person that could have made your life happy. This is the person who had made your life happy. When you think about this, it's quite hard for me to buy the analysis of government that keeps pointing out that it's going to be bad for you to remember these individuals, that the memory is going to be painful inherently, and etc. We think that their case only works in a one specific scenario where the reactionary behavior of you remembering is always sadness. It's always indulging yourself in this bad behavior such as drinking, etc. that they keep mentioning. We think that that's a very exclusive scenario that's only for the worst of the worst out there and should not be counted in this debate, right? Now, let's talk about what we have brought to you as opposition. What we have brought to you as opposition is that when this scenario occurs, when you are in the place where you're either currently happy or you're not happy with whatever you have now and you reminisce about the past, it's okay. Because at the end of the day, that's something that you have gone through and it should be something of yours. Make it yours, make it as a learning experience, or stay in there, whatever it is, it's yours. It's a memory that you possess from the sacrifice that you made, from the cost that you've expensed, and we think it's highly justified for you to feel this way. Thank you.
Can I start? Yep. Such beautiful words from opposition, but it's never clear what is the roadmap that an individual should take when they have broken up. Because opposition mainly talks about how it's much better for you to move on when the memory of your ex still lingers, but at the same time, they defend an individual paying 16 million rupiah to Las Vegas for the sake of their love. They say that, oh, it's fine for you to be resource exhausted because if your ex turns out to be your one, you can chase him whenever you want. This is an inconsistency that opposition brings because they don't understand what should be the roadmap of an individual after they broke up, after a tragic external factors that they couldn't prevent. This is why government is more consistent. Because government tries to say that it's not worth it for you to remember it, that it's not worth it for you to manifest this memory to actions, because it's much better for you to stay whoever you are, and your ex does not define you. I'm gonna talk about 3 things. Number 1, whether or not this feeling gives you happiness. This is the biggest benefit coming from opposition, right? Because opposition says that, oh, reminiscing old memories is beneficial because it makes you happy. But if it's just make you happy, ladies and gentlemen, that means the memory only comes like spontaneously, randomly, and it's not a dominant memory that you feel right now. If that's the case, there's no significance towards their benefit at all, because they're only playing in a scenario where this memory happens spontaneously. And also to make it worse, they also concede to the fact when where this memory is so dominant and this memory turns into action, ladies and gentlemen. So we think they have to defend a scenario in which this memory manifests into action, in which we have described the likelihood. Because PM has already told you that that love is a drug and other biological shits like that. And it's true. When you romanticize something, you no longer see things as rational, right? And moving on to the second question, which side better accepts external factors, ladies and gentlemen? We think on our side, we provide a better characterization to that, because we provide an explanation saying that if you no longer see him or her as the one, you most probably think that, okay, there are too many external factors that exist. I don't have to be with him or her anymore. But inside, opposition is going to change because I love him, I love her. Love conquers all. Sometimes externalities do not matter, ladies and gentlemen. So that's why we prefer an individual would be much better to accept external factors in our side. Let's talk about the implications, right? The implications about the implications when this partner has a spouse already. We told you that there are so many harms that exist. Now, number 1, you want to change your partner, ladies and gentlemen. You want to simulate what your ex has been doing to you and insert that and install that to your partner's new individual. Never been responded to that by them. The only thing that the opposition brings is that, oh, you have felt what sad is, so that you don't want to make your current partner sad. However, the question is whether or not you love your existing partner, ladies and gentlemen. Because we have characterized to you that even small details, small flaws that your current partner hasn't been able to be doing right now makes you disappointed with him, makes you feel that he's no longer a worth it partner. And this does not create love to your current partner. This makes you feel that you're justified to make him sad by breaking him up, by blaming him for whatever reasons. Number 2, we have explained to you that this is resource exhaustive, that it's not worth it, because there are so many, because externalities do not change. And what if your partner has forgotten about you? What if he has had another family and whose children do not want to be disturbed by your presence? What if he already feels fine without your existence in his or her life? Ladies and gentlemen, this is a much more harmful scenario in which we prefer an individual to still remain and to move on. This is a roadmap that opposition fails to prove, and that's why government needs to win.